Hey guys, welcome back to TSI. I'm Dave. Thanks for watching. Coming to you from the free state of Virginia. I'm actually not in New York this time. I'm out of communism, and boy does it fucking feel good. Thank you Scott, thank you Mark, thank you Joe, and my lovely girlfriend sitting behind the camera, all for coming with me today. But it's not about me being in the free state of Virginia, even though that's fucking awesome. I want to talk about this. This is the Zhukov folding stock for the SGL or AK pattern rifles. Now it's riding on something called the SGL-21. Now I got this gun actually in about 2011. It was the first semi-automatic rifle I actually bought. That is, I guess, what you would call a defensive kind of rifle. And I love it. It's really cool. It's an AK. What can go wrong? But anyway, I want to talk to you about this particular stock. Now this particular stock is actually something I really like. It kind of changed the way I viewed AKs. In the beginning I had the Warsaw Link stock, and if you know me, you know that I fucking hate the Warsaw stock. It's designed for midgets. And not only that, it's actually extremely thin. So compared to the butt pad on the Zhukov stock, the Warsaw Link stock is actually very thin. So I kind of feel like you're holding a stock designed for a midget and you're pressing a razor blade into your shoulder. So generally, not a big fan. So when they announced these, I immediately became extremely excited because I noticed that not only folds like this, but it also, if I can do it without breaking my hand, adjusts. So folding and adjusting. Now in the past what people used to do is they actually used to put M4 style buffer tubes on these guns in order to accommodate a collapsing stock. You don't really need that anymore. Now I'm not saying that those things are obsolete and you shouldn't do it. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying you've got the best of both worlds with something that's designed specifically for the AK. Not kind of ad hoc doing it with an M4 or kind of screwing around trying to turn an AK into an M4 or an AR in general. So let's talk about the things I like. First, adjustable. That shitty length of pull is now gone if I don't want it. I can go out here, I can go inside, I can go really anywhere. So that's really the major thing that was great about it. Also, as I said, much thicker on the rear, the butt pad. So, because I'm a fairly large person, 5'11", you know, that kind of thing, the old Warsaw stock, I'd be pretty much up to here. And what would happen actually was kind of funny, is when I'd fire the rifle, the recoil isn't all that bad on this gun, but what would happen is they would bump my glasses. It would cause scratches, and these are kind of expensive to replace. So every time I go to the range, I'd kind of fuck up my glasses. And that wasn't all that great. So again, kind of a training issue, but it's a consideration, I suppose. So just that level of comfort is a great advantage for me. Now, if I was going to complain about something about this particular stock, and again, I'm not planning any of these videos, so I'll just go on the things that I see, is that this adjustment is kind of not that easy. See how the way I'm doing it? The latch is kind of thin, and it's kind of tough. It's not that easy to adjust. A couple of times, when I did it, the thing will just fly off. Yesterday, actually, one of Scott's friends, was Greg, I think, who was using it, was actually screwing around with this stock, and the thing just flew off. And like I was thinking to myself, man, that's going to happen. It's going to fly off. It's going to fly off. Because that's what happened to me, too. Just because you have to use so much force to get it out, sometimes you just rip the whole fucking thing off. It's a little bit annoying, but again, it's not the worst thing in the world. Another cool thing, as I said, bolts. When it's folded like this, it is incredibly small. Now, Joe, if you can hand me that thing over there. This actually is a Black Hawk concealment gun case. It actually is a gun case. One day I'll actually do a more in-depth review of it, but this is actually designed as a gun case. Because I don't have any kind of muzzle device, as per the old New York State law, you couldn't have any sort of muzzle device on it. This thing fits in here absolutely perfectly. It can't quite fit in there with a 30-round magazine, but let's just say you had a 20-round magazine and you loaded it in there. It'd be great. It'd be wonderful. It'd be stealthy. It'd be fucking cool. Now, I haven't really had too much trigger time with this stock on it to actually say it's the best thing ever or it's the worst thing ever. So this is more or less an initial impression and just things that I've noticed. Because you can adjust the stock, actually the recoil control is a little bit better. With the old Warsaw stock again, bam, coming right back into your shoulder, it felt like shit. If you like Warsaw, listen, good for you. You are tougher than I am. I hate it, and I will never back down from that. Another thing that I really like about this is the way that you install it. As you know, AKs are designed with different tolerances. One AK and the other AK are generally not going to be the same. They rattle, they shake. It's not like an AR-15 where you can just stick shit on and it'll actually work. So this, I can't really show it to you right now, but they've got a shim system where you tighten the bolt based on how loose the gun is or tight the gun is. So if you need the stock to be tighter, just tighten it up and it'll work. And really, guys, unfortunately, there's not too much more I can say about it. All I can tell you is that its $100 price is very, very worth it in my opinion. Changed the way I looked at AKs. I always liked AKs, but I thought they were ergonomically backwards. This makes it just a little bit more viable in my opinion. So anyways, guys, in the future I'd love to do a more in-depth review of it. I'd love to show you how it holds up. AK Operators Union actually does have an excellent video about this where they try to torture the crap out of it. And it did actually pretty damn well, despite the fact that this is actually a polymer hinge. It's a polymer hinge, it's not a metal hinge. Don't freak out about that. Polymer is very, very tough, as you can see from the PMags. This is an AK PMag, of course, so they've had their issues, but polymer is generally tough. Glocks are made out of them, PMags are made out of them, a lot of things are made out of them. So don't freak out. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope to see you in the comments. And yeah, stay safe.